Yeah. West side, huh? Check. Top crowd.
You're my blessing. Woo! Answer to my questions. I'm very destined to be together. Baby, you're my blessing. The answer to my questions. Whenever I'm stressing, I know that I love last.
Yeah. Praying that this nigga kill. Pray I got a problem with the ops, you give a nigga still. Pray my old homie never snitching, that's my nigga still. Pray if I don't come through for the team, then all my niggas will. Pray that I got food up on my plate, I pray I get a meal. Praying that my chips fall. Pray I turn my grow into a hooper, pray that bitch ball. Pray if Andrew ever got a problem, that I get called. Cause my teammates turn their back on niggas. Got me on my Chris Paul. I pray that I don't crash out. I pray that I don't lose my breath making it and pass out. I'm praying that I see it all. I pray I got a glass house. I pray my wife ain't doing girls night and got her ass out. I'm praying I ain't assed out. I'm praying for my ops too. Praying they ain't dissing niggas. I pray it ain't the same shit. I'm praying that they different niggas. Praying I get led now. Pray that when I kick it with the homies, it ain't no feds round. Pray that I got crumbs coming. Pray that I got bread now. I did some shit and let myself down. Claim to be hot as hell. Out here having meltdowns. Time to go up with all the times that I done fell down. I swear it got me praying to my God. I need some help now. All I gotta do is pray, yeah. I hope you hear me. All I could do is pray, yeah. I hope you hear me. I never had a finish. Always killing it from start to start. This is how you keep it real. This shit is my heart to heart. I'm praying that I reach goal. Pray my niggas raise their kids right and that they teach code. Pray I go in beast mode. Pray I never trust my peeps again because my peeps told. Pray my fans treat me like they do when niggas meet cold. I'm praying that I say the real. I'm praying if my niggas have a problem, they gon' spray the steel. I pray them niggas made a meal. I'm praying that this job good. I'm praying that the pay is real. I pray I don't be Geechee Gotti. I pray that I can pay the bills. I'm praying that this real love. Praying it ain't lust now. I'm happy with a plain Jane, but praying for a bust down. Pray I'm not a small Jag. Pray my shit a truck now. And shout out to the hate. You better pray I give a fuck now. Praying cause I'm dumb blessed. Praying cause I've been cold. Pray cause I got both my feet. Pray I'm on my 10 toes. Pray that this the jackpot. Pray it's not a sleeve job. Praying cause I'm down bad. I'm praying cause I need God. All I can do is pray. From the mud, I did some shit and let myself down. Claim to be hot as hell. Out here having meltdowns. Time to go up with all the times that I done fell down. I swear it got me praying to my God. I need some help now. All I gotta do is pray, yeah. I hope you hear me. All I gotta do is pray, yeah. I hope you hear me. I never had a finish. Always killing it from start to start. This is how you keep it real. This shit is my heart to heart. All I can do is pray. Gang, fat boy shit, tough crowd, nigga. Woo! I done heard these niggas throwing shots, but I'ma throw them back. Man, I don't owe these niggas shit, home. At least I owe them that. The hater bring a nigga close. 40 cal blowing back. I heard cats, gave them dirt naps. Tell them show them that. Zilla got it lit, baby. I been up on my shit, baby. She hit me for the 6-0. I hit her with the brick, baby. Shit brazy, 6'9". Did you think a snitch gravy? Used to hoop, then got behind the bars like I'm big, baby. Fire going in the sky, home, like I'm around comedy. LA nigga, I be damn a nigga, pay your town homage. Real nigga, and I'm with the heat. I'm in your town bombing. They don't really want you on their team. You like Cam Thomas. Heard you niggas talking about your gat, you don't be spraying. You showing everything, cause it ain't shit you don't be saying. You can get your food robbed. Nigga, don't you work 2 jobs? You sound like one of them niggas saying music don't be paying. Nigga, and I kill hella niggas. Shit was never easy. And the boys is always talking, bro, that shit was never greasy. You coming at a jag, you better stay up in your lane. Cause I'll shoot you out your whip like it came from Yellow Beezy. That's a fact, nigga. You fuck around and get your Mata smacked. Your top wet. I done turned that to an agua hat. You want the smoke? That ain't nothing but a Zaza pack. You beating me? That's like Mello getting La-La back. We laughing at you. You the one we throw the ahas at. Your bitch begging for the boys. She want a yaya crack. The bad boy. I do it like they bringing Papa back. I shoot first. I flew to Memphis for the Jaja cat. That's facts. Them niggas brazy if them niggas think you cuckoo. And I don't think I got a problem. My nigga, you do. See where I'm
What up? What up? What up? What up, man? Salute to the whole Facts Nation. Shout out to the Facts List, all the members, man, and salute to the factory, which is what we call the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. First thing I want to do, shout out to Chris Petty. Damn, I forgot the other person's name. I got a screenshot though, but I'm gonna show it. I missed y'all's screen. I missed y'all super chat last stream. I missed y'all super chat last stream. Y'all know I don't play like that. Always tell my supporters I appreciate them. I think I talked to both of y'all, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all already know what it is. I was just in the zone or whatever, but I always just want to acknowledge that. I'll make sure I'm on point today and I don't miss none. I actually saw some people super chat before the stream even started, and one of them was Dimitri. Shout out to you. Say salute Facts in the factory and Facts List and the mods, man. Shout out to Dimitri, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you supporting. Also, Angie Stone. I'm gonna say Angie Stone because I always say Angie Stone music. I don't know if that's right or not. You've been supporting for a minute though. Salute to the factory. We up in here for another round of facts. That's a fact. All right. I want to say something to y'all before we get started. I want to say something to y'all. Now, I want to explain how this even happened. First, before I do that, this is a battle rap channel. Real quick, I want to shout out Ill Will and True Foe. Michigan versus Chicago is going down. Respect the region, and it's brought to you by Doghouse and Landslide. It's a collaboration. Y'all know Calico Landslide. Shout out to Doghouse and Landslide. And Ill Will and True Foe will be the main event. It's in Highland Park, Michigan, and it's hosted by Mac Myron. First thing I want to say, first of all, shout out all Detroit. You already know what time it is with that. But shout out Ill Will and Mac Myron too. They've been putting on like crazy for Michigan for a lot of years. A lot of y'all don't know that history. I'm actually reach out to them and see if they want to tell that history on all of that shit. All the shit that they did for Michigan, man, and just for battle rap in general. Shout out for them. Definitely want to see True Foe do his thing. Ill Will do his thing. It's April 25th, man. I'll give y'all more details as I get them. All right. Other than that, I told y'all I will be covering OSBL, Our Society Battle League. They got an episode 1 of all. It's like The Office, like the show The Office, but they like telling stories. Like it's mixed events, behind the scenes interviews, all type of little shit like that is actually dope. And I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna make sure I cover that because I think it's dope. I'm gonna actually see if I can play it and react to it with y'all. So I can't wait to do that. That's fire. That's something new. Because one thing I want to make sure that it's clear over here, if it's good quality battle rap material, we're watching it, we're covering it, we giving it its praise. It's shit like this that we got to do too, because this is what we do over here. We do what we want to do anyway, but just so it's clear. Also, I want to tell y'all how this happened. First, I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna play a video. So y'all can see what made people question Mickey Factz. I actually got into an argument with 2 people. Nah, Mickey ain't doing no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He might such and such, whatever. But he ain't doing no shit like that. And then they showed me this, they showed me that. They're like, well, do your research. You facts, right? I'm like, you right. Do my research. He actually had a video also that he put up in response to it, to explain it. But then you took it down, Mickey. Said this video has been removed by the uploader. That gave me cause for pause. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why would you take that video down if you clearing up some shit like this? Now, I got what I needed from the live already. Y'all know I be on my job. I do my job or whatever. So we got the files. That's nothing. But I did my research, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The reason why I'm not super hyped jumping around and shit like that, I'm disturbed by some of the shit that I found. I'm really disturbed. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a 1 right now, Smooth. I'm disturbed. I feel like I'm gonna get pissed off when I go through this shit again. I actually want some answers. Am I owed some answers? No, me and Mickey not friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm familiar with who he is. He's aware of who I am or whatever. If he decides to pull up, you know what I'm saying? He can. I got an open platform. But I'm disgusted at some of the shit, or I don't rock with some of the shit or whatever. So again, I did my job. We're gonna go there. I'm not sparing nobody. I actually said this earlier, and I said, man, I ain't got no picks. I do got picks though. I got people I fuck with. And I told y'all 2026, we're going to do whatever the fuck we want. I'm going to have a bias list also. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna lie on Mickey Factz. I'm not gonna spin no narratives. I'm gonna use his own words, his own history, his own interviews, his own articles, and I'm gonna let y'all decide what y'all think about this shit. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna start. I'm pretty sure the energy gonna be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, or whatever like that. But I just want to give you all the history. Let's go with where it started at. Let's go where it started at. We have everybody up in the uproar. Shout out, y'all know I'm gonna holler at all y'all. Take off Bronx in the building. Mark G, what's up? Nisi the Healer, I am Twan. Hold on, let me see. Just me in here. I see my moderators in here representing, man. What's up, Sandy? Verb in the building. I am Twan. Smooth. Y'all know I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I just want to make sure I'm very clear. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm very clear. I want to make sure I'm very clear. What's up, Philly in the building? Mike Bean, what's happening? All right, let's get to it. Let's go to where it all started. Let's do this. Let's start here. And let's play this.
Actually, have to head out as well. Have a studio session at 10. But I do want to say a couple things about Afrika Bambaataa.
Okay, those of y'all who don't know, just real quick, Afrika Bambaataa, a Bronx legend as far as hip hop. He's one of the people that introduced hip hop to the mainstream. Y'all gonna learn a little bit more about him also, or whatever. But okay, let Mickey talk. He about to tell a story of an account that happened with him and Afrika Bambaataa, like in 09, I believe.
So as Stat Quo said, he is the generation before me, and I found out about these allegations and the things that actually happened when everyone else on the internet found out about it. When I first came into the space, I have an article in Spin Magazine that says, I like to think that I'm what Afrika Bambaataa would think the Bronx would sound like in 2008. That's a direct quote that was put in the table of contents of Spin Magazine. And EA Sports got wind of this magazine. And they saw it and they thought it would be a great idea for us to do a song together. So we get into the studio to do this song for NBA Live 2010. The song is called Zulu, We Don't Stop Y'all, or whatever. And the interesting thing about it is the same thing that Company Man said, the same thing.
It was a song for EA Sports, video game, y'all. Video game.
Was happened with myself. When I get to the studio, first of all, it smelled like baby powder. The entire studio smelled like baby powder. And there was a younger man in the studio. He was like 16, 17 years old.
Okay, so I got to rewind this part, y'all. I got to rewind this part. And also for fair use, because this is not, I'm not claiming this is my content for fair use. I'm going to rewind this part right here, just that part right there. And I want y'all to look at old girl face on the bottom right, old girl at the top right, and everybody else's expression as he tells this story or whatever, because that's going to be key. And also listen to what he's saying, because that's going to be key also. So I'm going to take it back a little bit. I want y'all to look at all of this.
The song is called Zulu, We Don't Stop Y'all, or whatever. And the interesting thing about it is the same thing that Company Man said, the same thing was happened with myself. When I get to the studio, first of all, it smelled like baby powder. The entire studio smelled like baby powder, and there was a younger man.
So right off the gate, you see old girl reaction down at the bottom. She put her hand over her mouth like, what the fuck? So obviously something is wrong with that.
In the studio, he was like 16, 17 years old. And again, this is before I didn't hear of any of these allegations. This is 2009.
Okay, well,
I'm just honored to be in the same space as this man, right? So
okay, he says he's honored to be in the same space as this man. Now, a lot of this happened in the industry. I'm not spinning this. I'm gonna let him tell his story. But a lot of people get in these rooms and these meetings or on these trips with these famous men, these powerful men. And he said, I'm not really trying to think nothing of it because he's honored to be in the presence of this legend, meaning Afrika Bambaataa, right? So, but he goes in there, he smells baby powder, and it's this 16-year-old kid. I need y'all to remember that, though.
When the person who set this up, her name is Rafaela Lima. She set this whole session up. And it was supposed to be me and Bambaataa. It was me, Bambaataa, and this young boy. He was like 16 years old, maybe 17, the oldest.
Okay, I need y'all to pay attention to that too. He was 16 years old. He reiterated he was 16 years old, 17 years old at the oldest. I need y'all to remember that he said that.
And he raps on the song. And Afrika Bambaataa, all he did was go Zulu on the, and this song is online. If once this live is done, you guys could go and listen to the song on YouTube.
Now, this is going to be a reoccurring theme. I'm not even about to try to surprise y'all with that. One thing about Mickey Factz that I do notice about you, Mickey, is you take any chance you can to promote something that you did, whether it's in the past, whether it's upcoming, whether it's in the present. You don't care how you're telling a very dark story, and you like, after this live, go check out the song I did with this person who's accused of all of this disgusting shit. But let's continue.
It's called Mickey Factz, Afrika Bambaataa, and a guy named YG. Not the YG from the West Coast. It's just a young, he was a young boy. And the lady who set the whole studio session up, she said, okay, Mickey, so tell me, she was so excited to hear about my studio session. And everything I just said here, I said to her.
All right. He said, everything I just said here, meaning the baby powder, the young boy, whatever else is going on, he said to her. This is her response, what she said to him.
And she said, oh. And mind you, she's in Cali. And she said, Bambaataa did it again. He brung that young boy into the studio again.
Okay, I need y'all to really pay attention. The lady who set it up, who's familiar with Afrika Bambaataa, who set it up with Mickey Factz and them to go again, he tell her what's going on. It smelled like baby powder in here. It's a young boy in here, and she said he did it again. He did it again, brought that young boy. And I need y'all to really pay attention to what he's being said, because all of this shit is going to come back around. I'm trying to tell y'all. There we go.
And that's not what we wanted from him. We wanted the connection between you two guys. And again, I don't know what she's talking about. I'm like, I guess it was, the song came out. She was like, I told him not to bring any young boys into the studio.
Okay, so, now we have to break this down really quick, y'all. First of all, you saying, she said, I told him not to do that. And he said, I guess. No, you're Mickey Factz, rhyme genius. You don't get the I guess. You can put 2 and 2 together. You can put 2 times 2 together. You're Mickey Factz, rhyme genius. And the fact that she said, well, I told him about bringing young boys, I'm going to actually rewind this, young boys to the studio will be cause for alarm for anybody, right? So I'm going to let him say it again, and then I'm going to let him continue.
Know what she's talking about. I'm like, I guess it was, the song came out. She was like, I told him not to bring any young boys into the studio and to do any type of music. And again, this is 2009. We didn't hear about any of these allegations until 2015, 2016, when Hassan started talking about it. That's
okay. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick in the chat. I'm gonna need y'all to participate on this part real quick, and then I'm gonna keep going. So you keep reiterating, I didn't know anything about any allegations. That didn't happen until about 6 years later, 2015-16. We're gonna get to that too with Hassan Campbell. At this point, y'all walk into a studio, it smell like baby powder. It's a young boy, 16, 17 years old, which that could be regular up to that point, right? It could be his nephew. It could be somebody he's tutoring. It could be somebody who's talented, somebody who's a fan of Mickey Factz. Like, I want to meet Mickey Factz. You going in the studio with Mickey Factz. Up to that point, I have no problem. Some people got baby powder car air fresheners. So again, I'm not here to spin anything. I'm going to focus on the facts, and we're going to break this down. But okay, after that point, the person who set it up, the lady, calls. What's going on? How's the session going? Well, it smell like baby powder in here. It's some young boy in here. He's about 16, 17 years old. And she says, oh my God, he did it again. I told him about bringing young boys in the studio. Now I'm asking the chat, would that have made y'all antennas go up? Would y'all have felt like, would have been on high alert? I guess I'm asking. I want to know. I'm asking y'all. I'm going to wait for y'all answers. But that would have made y'all antennas raise up and been on high alert. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he for sure was, Jermaine. Jermaine, we're gonna get to that. He for sure was, Jermaine. You're absolutely right. What's up, Aaron London? No, I know, Aaron London. I want to make sure I'm clear though. You know how they play in battle rap? They'll try to say I'm spinning something. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of yes, hell yeah. Antoine says she's a habit. Mark G, Noel. Let me see. Dimitri, Blaze Your Face, Dorico, Queese, Golden Slums Media. Just Me says Mickey is disgusting. Oh, wow, you put an impressionable boy on blast to get on a song. Hope the little boy got some therapy. When she made that statement, something definitely wrong. Just Me says. This out of pocket. Word of the day is narrative. Brandon McGee says. Okay. Yes, everyone's so dependent on how she said. Red flag, Philly says. Definitely. Jaffe Joe, what's up? Okay. All right. I'm going to let him keep talking.
When it started to all click, and I was like, this is just disgusting. I do not condone his behavior. I'm from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. I do not condone his behavior. I don't condone the allegations. I pray for the victims, the ones that came forward and the ones who remain silent. That has no place in hip hop. I do not stand with that. You know, I understand people are saying, yo, but he created hip hop and the legacy. I don't stand with the abuse of children in any way.
I agree with him right there. He should say that. He should actually feel like that. The only thing, again, what raised my eyebrows is you're telling them after this live to go listen to the song. You saying what it was for? It was for EA Sports. Y'all go look it up. So you're still promoting the song. Now look at everybody's face on the screen. And this is what I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it. Listen, I'm watching it and I'm like, I feel like I'm thinking the same thing as the company man, Simba, BK Farley, and L Janelle. I feel like maybe they thinking what I'm thinking, nigga, if you knew this, did you tell anybody? Because you saying allegations was 2015, 16, which was 6 or 7 years ago. Why wouldn't you go talk to somebody or say something about this? If somebody tells me I told him not to bring young boys in the studio, oh my God, he did it again. Because you're not telling this story because it's just something regular. You're telling this story as if to say, oh, I should have known something was wrong. You damn right you should have known something was wrong. That's the whole point why you're telling this story. And you think, you know what? I don't want to say my opinion just yet. I'm going to let him keep talking. I'm going to let him keep talking.
Shape or form. And it was hundreds of boys.
Hold on. Hold on. I got to rewind this part. I need y'all to pay attention to this part too. I understand that, Ray, working. We watching though. I'm not looking to paint no narrative, and I'm not looking for y'all to make any excuses. I'm looking for all of us to listen and just discuss it. And it's going to get deeper than this though. Trust me, y'all.
In the legacy, I don't stand with the abuse of children in any way, shape, or form. And it was hundreds of boys. Hundreds. It wasn't just like these 20 people that came out. He had like, and I'm gonna end this right here. The same way back in the 70s and the 80s, men would have black books and have pictures and photos of women. He had that for boys. So I don't have I didn't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is it's just disgusting. I don't co-sign it. I don't deal with that. But in a lighter note, I am grateful to be on this panel.
All right, hold on. Now look at their face at the bottom. Look at her face at the top. Look at the expression when he said on a lighter note. They kind of look like, what the fuck you mean on a lighter note? We just about to skip past this. I want y'all to pay attention to their reactions.
Deal with that. But in a lighter note, I am grateful to be on this panel with BK, L, Simba, and Company Man. Thank you guys for having me. Yeah, sorry.
Happy to share the stage with you. I actually got to get out of here too, man.
Simba said I actually got to get out of here too. All right. So I'm about to take this down. And this is what had some people in an uproar, that among other things too, or whatever. So I just want to give y'all the history of how it was brought to me. Like, nah, man, a nigga Mickey foul and this, or whatever. And again, I argue with two niggas like, nah, that nigga ain't on no shit like that. And even if he was, he's smart enough not to, you know what I mean? All right, so hold on, let me stop sharing this real quick. and let's get into a few other things that got to do with this. All right. You said Simba said F this. Right. He saw the book. Ain't no lighter note. Just me says. Let me see. If Mick lied on Remy, then he definitely be on BS here. The set D Will, what's happening? Slick, what's up? All right, so let's get to this. So he had a this is what made me. I was already started doing my research once I had the conversation with a couple people, right? This is what made me feel like, damn, Mick, are you just a clout chaser, dog? Now remember, this man said, I got in the studio, it smelled like baby powder, and it was a 16 or 17-year-old boy in there. He could be no more than 17 years old. So now the video that you took down, Mickey, I'm going to play a clip from it or whatever, and then we're going to get into the history. I want y'all to listen to this.
And it was another MC in there. His name was YG. Now,
that's the name of the boy, YG. That's the name of the boy, YG. Now, I want y'all to hear what he just says.
Was another MC in there. His name was YG. Now, I just found out today or yesterday that YG was actually 27 years old at the time. He was older than me. Another MC in.
He said he just found out the other day that the boy that he said was 16, no more than 17, was 27 years old at the time. Now, I want y'all to think about that. First of all, you know what? Let me let him finish first.
Yeah, his name was YG. Now, I just found out today or yesterday that YG was actually 27 years old at the time. He was older than me, but he looked 16 in the face. Now,
he was 27, older than him, but he looked 16 in the face. Yes, he absolutely took this live down. This live that we take looking at a clip of right here. This is what you'll see if you try to go to this live right now. This video has been removed by the uploader. That definitely raised my eyebrows right there. And I said, okay, let me do a little bit more research, which is why y'all about to see all of the things y'all about to see today. Let me let him finish.
Now, look, we're going to play the record and you
again.
And it was
again, we're going to play the record. He's still trying to play the song. He's still trying to promote the song. We're going to play the record. We're going to play the record. Why would you want to play a record that you did with somebody who was found to be doing the heinous things that he was doing? The person that you said had hundreds of boys in a little black book. Why do you continuously want to play the record? After this, y'all go look it up and y'all go listen to the record. Facts, she's a habit. That sounds like clout chasing to me. Now I want y'all to understand something. I'm gonna play this one more time. We have a lot to get through, y'all. This shit is about to get really dark. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I'm gonna see how y'all feel about it.
Another MC in there. His name was YG. Now, I just found out.
Damn, real quick. Palmetto Prince, you was the other person that sent the super chat. You was the other person. I missed your super chat the other stream, man. As soon as I saw your name, I knew I would remember. It was you. Shout out to Palmetto Prince. I appreciate that super chat from last stream, man. You was one. You and Chris Petty, I missed 2 super chats that last stream. I always make sure I go through it and make sure I don't miss nobody. You was one, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you. All right. My bad, y'all. Let's go.
And it was another MC in there. His name was YG. Now, I just found out today or yesterday that YG was actually 27 years old at the time. He was older than me.
Go ahead, Mickey. Go ahead.
But he looked 16 in the face. Now, look, we're going to play the record and you.
All right. Okay. So another thing that I want to point out also too, right? He said the lady called and was like, "Oh my God, he did it again. I told him not to bring young boys in there." Shit, if she looked at him as young and he brought him in there, how the fuck she look at you if you was younger? How did she see you if you were younger than the guy you said looked 16 in the face and he was 27 at the time back then. But he looked 16 in the face. Okay. Okay. So that made me start doing some research, y'all. And we're going to do a little bit of an origin story. We're going to do a little bit of an origin story. We're going to look at some history with Mickey Factz. We're going to talk about Mickey Factz right here. We're all familiar with him. We're going to talk about his alter ego that he created, which is Mickey Mouse. Mouse is spelled M-A-U, capital S, lowercase e. We're going to talk about that too and what that means. So that's what we're about to do now. That's what we're about to get to now. Said, great point, excellent point. That's what I'm saying. Because the lady said that, then what the fuck? Oh my God, he did it again. What the fuck was she talking about? You were younger than dog. But okay, let's get to it. So let's first figure out who Mickey Factz is. Who Mickey Factz is. What is the origin of Mickey Factz's name? What it represents. Let's start there.
The name Mickey Factz came from the name Mickey came from Natural Born Killers, actually, with Woody Harrelson,
Right.
Mickey and Mallory, Patricia Arquette.
It was actually Jeanette Lewis, but go ahead.
So I liked the way Mickey was moving in that movie. So I was like, yo, that's a dope name to use, not knowing that, well, not knowing, but forgetting that people, equate Mickey to Mickey Mouse. But I chose it off of Mickey Knox. And facts was all I really wanted to talk about. Facts about my life or facts about my friends' lives or stories that I might have heard.
Okay, I'm going to bring it back one more time just so y'all can hear it. I don't have to play the whole thing. Where he got the name Mickey from. Y'all heard the last part of facts. That's what I rap about. My friends, family, whatever like this. You know what I'm saying? No, Marlo Stansfield. I gave you got to rewind and see. Got to rewind and see. All right, so look.
The name Mickey Factz came from the name Mickey came from Natural Born Killers, actually, with Woody Harrelson,
Right.
Mickey and Mallory, Patricia Arquette. So I like.
All right, okay. So now I'm gonna bring this down and I'm gonna give y'all a little quick history. This is where he say he got his name from right here. It was Juliette Lewis, not Patricia Arquette, Mickey Factz, that played in this movie, but this is where he got his name from. Mickey, right here in the movie Natural Born Killers. Now, I said, okay, I remember that movie. Came on like the 90s or so, 80s, 90s, somewhere around there or whatever. I remember that movie. So let's see what type of character this was that Woody Harrelson played. Mickey Knox, portrayed by Woody Harrelson in the 1994 film Natural Born Killers, is a charismatic, intelligent, and deeply unhinged serial killer who, alongside his wife Mallory, becomes a media sensationalized folk hero while on a bloody 52-person killing spree. He is a chaotic, philosophical predator who views his violence as enlightenment or an evolutionary step. Now, I'm going to read this one more time, and then we're going to go to some more about the character Mickey Knox. Mickey Knox, portrayed by Woody Harrelson in the 1994 film Natural Born Killers, is a charismatic, intelligent, and deeply unhinged serial killer who, alongside his wife Mallory, becomes a media sensationalized folk hero while on a bloody 52-person killing spree. He is a chaotic, philosophical predator who views his violence as enlightenment or an evolutionary step. Hold on. Also, the key characteristics of Mickey Knox. He's charismatic and manipulative. Mickey possesses a captivating presence that turns him into a tabloid TV darling, allowing him to dominate media interviews and control public perception. Intensely devoted to Mallory. Despite being sadistic, his love for Mallory is central to his character. They are portrayed as codependent soulmates who believe they were born to kill, making their violence a perverted love story. Philosophical sociopath. Mickey is portrayed as a demon figure who often talks in riddles about fate, media, and true love. I need to read that part again. Mickey is portrayed as a demon figure who often talks in riddles about fate, media, and true love. He sees himself as a superior being, telling a reporter, I used to be you, then I evolved. Violent and sadistic. He is a merciless killer, often targeting innocent people. With this violence punctuated by extreme, chaotic scenes, he is implied to be a rapist and a child killer with a disdain for conventional societal morals. Vicious background. Mickey is a survivor of severe childhood abuse, which informs his anti-social, rebellious killer mentality. That is who Mickey Factz named himself after. That's that. Now, there's more. There's more. I want to ask y'all real quick. I want to ask the factory. What do y'all feel about that so far? There's a lot more that we're about to go through or whatever. We're just going to go down this rabbit hole. What do y'all feel about that? You said that's actually scary. You say he's sick. Let's see. Hey, Shaq Gravy, I don't know who the fuck you talking to. I want to know when he recorded that video. He said he liked the way Mickey Knox was moving. Pause. Wowzers, this is bad, like bad. Bro, strange. All right, let's see. Kind of crazy. Sheesh. Okay. All right, let's go so far. All right, so here we go right here. Let's do this. Now, we're going to figure out who this person is. This is Mickey Mouse. M-A-U, capital S-E. This is a alter ego that Mickey Factz created that he put behind a mixtape. And this is the character Mickey Mouse, where he names himself that. I'm going to introduce y'all to Mickey Mouse.
Studios. Enjoying life. Making sure that people understand that life. Making sure that people understand that life is what breeds life.
This is Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna keep pausing it because of the music, y'all.
Glasses that I always had to try on.
It says, who is Mickey Mouse? Do y'all see how that's spelled? M-A-U, capital S-E.
My Converse had dye on it.
My name is Mickey Mouse, and I reside in a time period where people respect me.
He created an alter ego to reside in a time period where people respect him.
Where people understand what I'm trying to give out to the people. I'm trying to give people life, inspiration, something to kind of build them up during their day-to-day. That's what it is for me right now.
Okay, all right. It says, what do you do? They asked Mickey Mouse, what do you do?
Intern for Andy. Used to get
I'm only pausing it because the music, yo.
I paint, I draw, I sculpt, I spray, I show love, I teach, I preach, I reach, I teach, for each and every motherfucker. Yeah, Mouse.
All right, so that is Mickey Mouse. M-A-U, capital S-E. You all good, Shaq Gravy. Don't do that to me, though. You know how I run my shit, Okay. You know we good, Shaq. Mouse is the German word for mouse, animal or computer, also used as a common term of endearment, sweetie, honey. It is frequently used for children, partners, or as a nickname. In German slang, the plural mouse is used for money, aka dough. Again, I'm going to read what mouse means. The word is the German word for mouse, animal, or computer, also used as a common term of endearment, sweetie, honey. It is frequently used for children, partners, or as a nickname. In German slang, the plural mouse is used for money or dough. Okay, so that made me say, okay. Now, some people, Facts, are you reading too much into this? I'm like, this is the layered nigga. This is the layered nigga. This is the Riddler, right? This is the person, oh my God, every song is 314 when he going at Verb. So I say, let me keep looking and let me peel back the layers, right? So we got Mickey Factz. And Mickey came from this guy. We'll go over this again later in the stream on what this guy was, Mickey Knox from this movie Natural Born Killers. And then we got Mickey Mouse. I asked the question right here. Yes, the rapper Mickey Factz has explicitly cited. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Did I skip something real quick? Let me see something. Okay, no. Okay, I can play that in a second. Okay. So I looked at the whole Mickey Mouse shit, right? This is the Mickey Mouse character. Hold on. Let me let y'all see my face first. So I looked deeper into the whole concept of the Mickey Mouse mixtape or album that he put out. And I saw some things and I saw some articles where it said he was inspired by certain people. Basquiat, Keith Hamer, Andy Warhol. So I said, let me do my research. It says, yes, the rapper Mickey Factz has explicitly cited John Michael Basquiat and Keith Haring as inspirations, using their work to inform his artistic persona and visual aesthetic. Direct inspiration and research. In a 2012 interview, Mickey Factz stated that he does not just drop Basquiat's name because it is a cool trend, but that he has done his research. I need y'all to pay attention. He has done his research, visited museums to see the art in person, and has consistently mentioned both Basquiat and Keith Haring for years. Mickey Mouse character. He created a character named Mickey Mouse, distinct from himself, for his music, specifically describing this character as a 1980s street graffiti artist who was mentored by or grew up around Basquiat, Keith Haring, and Andy Warhol. So the character that he grew up, he gave a backstory also. He grew up around Basquiat, Keith Haring, and Andy Warhol. So now y'all might be like, well, that's Google facts. Don't believe everything you see on Google. So I did more research. We looked at this article by BET. Mickey Factz, hip hop on the web, oversaturated. Y'all can go look this up, Google this up. This is an official article. The Bronx MC says rap's online presence has impacted the quality of music, and he reflects on the 80s with this new mixtape, Mickey Mouse. Let's look at the article. Right now, it's en vogue to shout out Basquiat and make other references to high art. How do you feel about that trend and hip hop's newfound interest in the art world? So what they mean by it's en vogue, meaning it's just trendy, it's popular right now to say, to make it look like you upper echelon or shit like that. So this is his answer. This is them quoting. This is his answer right here at the bottom. It says, it's definitely something that is endearing to hear bigger artists speak on Basquiat. I just feel his name shouldn't be used because it's the cool thing to do. At least do some research on who Basquiat is. Remember that. Who he was and what he represented. I'm going to read that part again. At least do some research on who Basquiat is, who he was, and what he represented. I've been saying Basquiat's name for the past 5 years. Y'all can fact check that. But aside from me just dropping Basquiat's name, I dropped Salvador Dali's name and Keith Haring's name. I'm not just a particular fan of one artist because Jay-Z happened to mention him and everybody's going crazy about it. I prefer to do my research on who the artist is and actually go to museums to see their art in person. I'm not someone who just wants to live off a dead artist's name because somebody popular mentioned them. Now, y'all might say, facts. What the fuck is the problem with Mickey Factz being inspired by Basquiat, by Keith Haring, by Andy Warhol, and creating this character? Even after the Mickey Knox character, even after the video that I just showed y'all with Afrika Bambaataa. So I did some more research and I wanted y'all to know who these people were. First, we have Jean-Michel Basquiat. Is widely considered to have been bisexual or queer, with his sexuality often described as fluid and multichromatic by close friends and lovers. While never publicly identifying as bisexual himself, partners and acquaintances noted his attraction to people of various genders and types based on intelligence and emotional depth rather than a specific gender. That is Basquiat. Next, Keith Haring, who we also mentioned. Yes, Keith Haring was openly gay and a prominent LGBTQ plus activist. He used his art to address homosexuality, safe sex, and the AIDS crisis. Herring was a key figure in the 1980s New York, and he died of AIDS-related complications in 1990 at age 31. Activism in art, Herring created iconic images for LGBTQ plus causes, including for ACT UP and National Coming Out Day. Let's go to Andy Warhol. Yes, Andy Warhol is widely recognized as a gay man who often incorporated his queer identity and sexuality into his life and art. While sometimes considered asexual by the general public during his lifetime, he lived as an openly gay man, producing homoerotic art, photographing drag queens, and having several male partners. Okay. Before we go any further, those are the three people that represent the alter ego, Mickey Mouse. Before we continue, I want to see what y'all have to say so far. We have more. All right. What do y'all say? Say, yeah, homie, fruit man, Harlem crazy. Duality, Lunch Money says. What in the? Okay, so y'all shocked. Y'all just as shocked as I were, because this is the key thing for me. I want y'all to pay attention to this. We have to rewind real quick. In this article, he says, I'm not just a particular fan of one artist because Jay-Z happened to mention him and everybody's going crazy about it. I prefer to do my research on who the artist is and actually go to museums and see their art in person. He also says, at least do some research on who Basquiat is, who he was, and what he represented. So he knows everything that I just showed. If he's true to his words, to the BET article, he went and did his research on his own, and he just saw the same thing that I saw. So at this point, hold on, we got a super chat. I'm gonna see if I missed any other super chats too, man. My bad, y'all. So this you and Verb basically saying, Mickey D up, Marlo Stansfield, I'm trying to give you the respect of not blocking you because you disrupting the chat with your weird ass chats, and you paying for them. Like, you got to stop. You have to stop, because you have a person's name that's from a TV show also or whatever. So I'm gonna assume that you might be one of these people in battle rap with an alter ego also. I'm trying not to, because I saw you in here before. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying. All right. Okay. So let me see. Chris Petty says, this is dark. Everyone in the culture should be looked into the same way they look into the people they don't like. That's a fact, Chris Petty. That's a fact. Hold on. Let me make sure I give you a highlighted W for that comment, because that's the absolute fact. I'm one of the people, they looked into my life and could barely come up with anything. So they had to twist some shit. I don't mind, though. I don't mind. All right. So I just want to make sure. Mickey, if Hassan Campbell hear about this, Lux the Goat says, I'm pretty sure he will. Shout out to Lux the Goat. All right. That's all I'm doing. I'm showing y'all all facts. I didn't have to twist nothing, do anything. I'm showing y'all all facts. What's up, Khalil? That's all I'm doing. And he made the video yesterday to make it news. That's what made me say, let me look into this shit. Let me do my research. And then when he took the video down, which I showed y'all, he took the video down. When I went to go look back at the live, this happened. The video has been removed by the uploader. That's strange. Okay, but let's continue, though. Let's continue. Where do we leave off? Okay, we showed y'all who they were. This is what happened also when some of the fans questioned Mickey about the video and whether or not he knew, whether or not he would have said something about Afrika Bambaataa. At the bottom, it says, you was in the studio with a documented PDF and only got the courage to say something after another nigga said something, but I'm a clown. LOL, go teach them white kids at your ABC rap. Damn, 619 Sound was going crazy. Mickey Factz says, boy, are you retarded? He wasn't documented until Hassan said something. What is wrong with you? This is what I mean by people have no comprehension skills. How am I supposed to know what this man was doing if nobody knew? Spoke on it right after. Okay. This is the first thing I got to say about that. First thing I got to say about that is this. You said you went in there and you gave a very, very, very disturbing account of your interaction with Afrika Bambaataa. You didn't tell that story now after he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Just because it was a regular story. You told the story because you believed the story to be creepy. You believed the story to be suspect, this whole situation to be weird and on point with what he was accused of, what he was known for. You felt it was on par with that. You even brought up that he had hundreds of boys in a black book. So the point what the guy was trying to tell you on Twitter was, why didn't you say something to somebody? When he said he's documented, meaning like this is probably what he was into even back then. And like Jermaine Anderson said, he wasn't good in the streets before that point. But let's just say you didn't know, even though both y'all from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And you're a historian. You know what I mean? But okay. You didn't tell anybody. Hold on, we got a super chat. It definitely is Khalil. The studio smelled like baby powder and there was a child present. Right. Right. Hold on. Let me give you a highlighted W for your super chat. Appreciate you. Hold on. All right. So now, this is what we about to go to now. Because at this point, I'm starting to kind of get pissed off of looking into all of this shit. I'm starting to be like, nah, Mickey, everything you representing, every name that you giving yourself, everything that you're saying, you're doing research, all these different layers, and I can't give you the benefit of the doubt that, well, I didn't know, I just thought the name was cool. No, you're the layered nigga. You're the riddle making Easter egg in the music nigga. That's you. So we have to treat everything like that, right? And I want to see if everybody who was going crazy, oh my God, every video is 314. If y'all look into these layers. But let's keep going though. All right, we had this right here after he said that. So I said, okay, let me go do my research. Facts, you call yourself Facts, go do your research. So we go here to Metropolis. In 2015, Hassan Campbell publicly accused Bambaataa of sexually abusing him, also beginning at 12 years old. While most of the listening public was sympathetic and outraged when the story came out as time went by, and then it continues. Y'all can look up that Metropolis and see the rest of that article. Okay, so I'm like, okay, that's 2015. So then I Googled Hassan Campbell's public exposure of Afrika Bambaataa for sexual abuse gained major traction in April of 2016 with the New York Daily News running an exclusive report. Okay, so at the very least, I'm gonna run these back real quick. We got 2015, Hassan Campbell publicly accused him, and then the height of it began April 2016. So at the very least, okay, let's just say we give him a pass. Not saying y'all are. You know what I'm saying? DeRico says shit is crazy for real. It is. It is. It absolutely is. So listen, this is what I'm about to say, right? So I'm about to say, hold on, we got a new member also, Neek Minded. I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Facts List. I know you probably just renewing anyway. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. But this is the thing I want to explain to y'all. I mean, I want y'all to pay attention to. I'm sorry. Is this 2015 Hassan made it public. Hassan Campbell's public exposure of Afrika Bambaataa for sexual abuse gained major traction in April 2016. So at the very least, even if we give him the benefit of the doubt, that in 2009 he didn't know, so he didn't say anything, even though he had a weird experience with Afrika Bambaataa. That's cool. So say we fast forward to 2015, 2016. So in 2016, it was a year old. What a year? What is that? 4 months, right? In April. Right here. Hassan Campbell's public exposure of Afrika Bambaataa for sexual abuse gained major traction in April 2016. What do y'all think Mickey Factz start promoting? You start promoting the song you had with him. This is 8:05 in the morning when you first woke up, April 12th, 2016. Again, Hassan Campbell's public exposure of Afrika Bambaataa for sexual abuse gained major traction in April 2016. And in April 2016, the 12th to be exact, you start promoting the song that you are still promoting today. This is when I lost it. This is when I lost it. This is when all of the Remy shit and all of that stuff came up, all of the plague and all of that stuff towards Verb, all of this danger zone and all of this other extra shit. This is when I fucking lost it. You sat up on these people's podcast and said, I pray for the victims. You said, I pray for the victims when you've been promoting this fucking song and this type of behavior for years. Shout out to Tay Migo becoming a Facts List member. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Facts List. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You want to keep promoting a song. You don't give a fuck about them children or no other victim. Everything is a clout move, man. Everything is a clout chase. Everything is a clout chase at that point. We're not done, though. We're not done. This is you, Mickey Factz. This is you saying that Verb argued with the tranny before. This is what y'all do. This is what y'all do in battle rap. Y'all project. You said Verb argued with the tranny before. So you mean to tell me if Verb is on a public forum and somebody who you don't really got no way of knowing who it is, you're going to highlight that after you represent Basquiat, Keith Haring, and Andy Warhol, after you represent yourself as Mickey Knox? You also said this: there are multiple jobs in the industry that I have turned down because it didn't align with my brand. A person has to be honest on what they will and will not compromise on. Acting is the same way. If you don't want to do a gay scene, but enough money is offered and you do it, then, and he got the shoulder shrug. You said this. You said this, but you're the same person that walked into a studio that smelled like baby powder with somebody who you said looked 16 in the face, then received a phone call with somebody who was familiar with Afrika Bambaataa, the person who set it up, a woman, and said, oh my God, he did it again. I told him about bringing young boys to the studio. These are your words. These are your words. We're not done. Truthfully, fight for the right to be in a ring like a gay marriage. Facts Raps. Do not confuse that with me, y'all. That is Mickey Factz Raps. Don't confuse that with me, please, y'all. Hold on, I'm making sure I didn't miss anything, y'all. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. These are not my words. These not my words. You say, I wake up from my nap to see Blogzilla being a sexual predator. Not only am I disgusted, but I'm shocked because I thought he was gay. I had very brief interactions with him, went to his premieres. That's it. Whoa, you always got to link yourself with somebody when they get accusations. But then Angela McKenzie says, yeah, you've been the subject of many lipstick alley threads. You might want to go back into that hole you've been hiding in, babes. STDs, allegations, and all. Mickey Factz said, laughing my ass off. I don't think that's really funny, because I found some of the articles she was talking about and you being accused of these things. Now, I didn't see any confirmation. That's why I'm not going to put those articles up, but she was not lying. You were definitely the topic of those articles. I wanted to have my journalistic integrity stay the same. You know what I'm saying? So I won't put that up because that'll be like me spinning the narrative. I'm just going to use your words. Also, this is you. Mickey Factz, you a hating ass nigga for real, bruh. Lux had some shit in his third, but you're going to tweet giving the false notion that he spent his entire third talking about Verb's interview on PSA. Envy rots the bones, dude. You said, I don't care, Mickey, and you blew 3 kissing emojis to this dude, Gumar Oz Dubar. Also, Mickey, also, You made a video about this little kid saying that he used Chat GPT to write his rhymes. And you said this is what's wrong with hip hop. Somebody responded and retweeted and said, "Hey, Mickey, I get it. You love hip hop. That's cool. This rapper is using whatever means he can think of to get his family safe. Shut the F up crying about how he does it." Now, this is a little kid, mind you. Mickey says, "This like saying a nigga can be gay for pay as long as his family's safe." This is what you said, Mickey. This is what you said. Why would that even come to mind? You saying this is like saying a nigga can be gay for pay. Do you forget what you represent? Do you forget that you said Basquiat, Keith Haring, Andy Warhol? Did you forget that you created a alter ego that represents this right here? Bisexual, queer, LGBTQ. And again, let me say this real quick. Let me make sure my face is on camera when I say this. This is not a stream to go at anybody of any persuasion or sexual preference. We're talking about him who uses the word gay, who uses that type of thing to go at other people and project that. But this is who he's representing himself in secret as far as his alter egos. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? And all of this, I was going to use a clip or something, but I want to save it. I don't want to tip somebody off. But I want to play this real quick.
Y'all might not know about Black Planet, but people used to go and get girls on Black Planet.
Yes.
And they used to call dudes weirdos for that. You're a weirdo. But now guys is creeping in DMs on IG doing the same thing what we used to do back then.
Okay. He was saying that he used to get girls on Black Planet and people used to call them weirdos for that. And now people creeping in the DMs of IG and doing the same thing. It's not the same thing, Mickey Factz. But whatever. But maybe that's why you're cool with your other little friend in battle rap, whose defense in his case was, I was meeting these young underage girls on Backpage, and I didn't necessarily scrape them. I just got the sex they were selling to me and didn't pay them and just kicked them out of my car or wherever at gunpoint. But we'll talk about that another day. All right. I want y'all verdict. What we doing with Mickey Factz? What we doing with Mickey Factz? I need to know. I did my research. He made it public out there. He did a stream about it. I looked. What we doing with Mickey Factz? Before I say my full opinion, I want yours. I want yours. This is the layered guy who wants us to do the research. What do y'all think? Say Mickey's up out of there. Aye Verb said they all partners. Say get him up out of here. Okay. Say BFS was straight bias. Okay. Say he been gone. Just me says. Pack him up. He out of there, Facts. He gotta go. Say hell no, Facts. You just not gonna fly past what you just said. Trust me, I won't. One thing about me, what did I tell y'all? I told y'all we were going to start doing journalistic type work. We'll still talk about battle rap. That's how I met y'all. But we got a lot of new subscribers in here who not even into battle rap. They're here to see a good show, some entertainment, and some actual research, man, and journalism being done. And that's what we're doing. You cannot expose battle rap to battle rap. Let me say this to y'all real quick. I want y'all to hear me on this. You can't expose battle rap to battle rap because the majority of these niggas are sick in some type of way. Shout out to all the ones that's not. If it don't apply, you shouldn't be offended. Anybody that just got offended by that statement, that's because it applies to you. So you can't expose battle rap to battle rap. But what we're going to do is keep shining the flashlight on battle rap, on the sick shit in battle rap. We point out all the, let's not forget, we sat for 9 hours the other day covering a battle rap event. So we cover the good things. So they can't say that shit about us. And we sat 7 hours on the scam event, no cut too. Before that, we covered the up and coming guys. We do all of that. We have an open platform for anybody who got some great quality content in battle rap. Shout out to Our Society Battle League, OSBL. Tomorrow we will be covering episode 1. Just go give me some wings. Shout out to Kels. But also, what we're going to do is shine this flashlight on battle rap to the real world that all y'all claim y'all connected to. I for sure am. There's a lot of organizations and groups and people that are very, very interested on why y'all are supporting certain disgusting shit in battle rap. And I hope y'all able to hold y'all heads up high. I hope y'all don't duck. I hope y'all little cliques and groups that y'all in are strong enough in y'all minds to withhold or withstand the scrutiny y'all will be under that I promised y'all would come this year, because it's on the way. I know I see some of y'all trying to scrub y'all social media. It's too late. I have everything I need and some. I'm just waiting. I don't lie. I don't pump fake. None of that. I never have, never will. If we don't got no issues, you don't got a problem unless you're a deviant. Then you got an issue. What's up, Jim Life? So that's where we at with it. That's where we at with it, y'all. I told y'all 2026. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna spin the block. Once we get them strikes off our channel, they were trying to act like we was gone. You wasn't. No, we ain't never leave. We worked straight through them little strikes on our channel. We back, and I told y'all what we was gonna do. Listen, man. We spinning a block on all these niggas. Trust me. Trust me. Appreciate that lunch money. Trust me. Any nigga that crossed, any nigga that lied, any nigga that betrayed, anything like that, trust me. The file's already in order, man. Trust me when I tell y'all. But this right here, like I said, he made it news itself. He responded to fans. He made a live stream, and then he deleted the live stream. I said, oh, no. We got to figure this out and go through the layers. Now, I'm going to go through a quick recap. If y'all want me to, y'all want me to go through a quick recap? Right now, we only at 1 hour and 8 minutes. Corshell definitely put the timestamps in the chat. So every time y'all look in the comments, shout out to Corshell. Make sure y'all hit the like on Corshell's comment and tell him thank you, man, for him taking the time out to put the timestamps, man, in the chat so people can keep up. Do we need to go through a quick recap of everything? Say recap. Okay, blaze your face, lunch money. All right, I got you. Okay. All right, I got you. Okay, I'm going to kind of speed through everything except for the footage that I got or whatever that I got to play. You know what I'm saying? How I got to play. Exactly. That's how I felt, Mike James. Once I saw it deleted, like, what? Let me dig a little. Let me see. I saw some other stuff too, but like I said, I don't want to spin a narrative. I just want to show y'all exactly what's there, what's facts from his words and what he's corroborated over the years. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here go to recap real quick. All right, so we have the first thing, how it started was, oh shit. Okay, I can recap the video because y'all can go see the video. Actually, I'll show y'all the video right here where y'all can go find it at. All right, so this is the video Culture United Clips. Mickey Factz shares awful Afrika Bambaataa story right here. So that's the video. Y'all can go to see this. What I'm about to tell y'all is said, but I'm going to quote it because I already played it on here. So it's not like I'm misquoting. I could quote it now. So Mickey Factz got on the podcast after Afrika Bambaataa died or whatever, and there was controversy around his name, and told a story that he had with Afrika Bambaataa. Now, those of y'all who don't know who that is, it's a Bronx native. He's one of the people that introduced hip hop into pop culture, that made it like into the industry. You know what I mean? And Mickey Factz is from the Bronx also. So he he detailed an account when he walked into the studio. It smelled like baby powder, and he saw a 16, 17-year-old boy in the studio. So it seemed weird to him. And then the person who set it up, a lady, I see you, KD, I got you. A lady called him who set it up and said, you know, what's going on? So he told her, it smelled like baby powder in here. Some little 16-year-old boy in here or whatever. She said, oh my God, not again. I told him not to bring young boys in the studio again. He obviously went through with the song because he's still been promoting it every chance that he's gotten, even after Hassan Campbell came out and put the allegations on Bambaataa. And he's still promoting the song after that. So fans start asking, why didn't you say anything? Maybe you could have stopped whatever from 2009 up until whenever other year, stopped anything from happening. You could have saved some people. And he's saying, why didn't the allegations wasn't out? Well, obviously, nigga, you thought something was weird. That's why you telling the story now. That's why you telling the story now. So now we go to his live. This is live.
Another MC.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewind this because I need y'all to know this. This live right here, The live that if you go try to find it right now, you'll see that this video has been removed by the uploader. On this live, he said this. Hold on. First, let me get KD first, y'all. KD with the super chat. Hold on. Let me make sure I give you a highlighted W in the chat. KD, I got you, KD. Say that man is a psycho. Him and the other guy were both over 25, not 16, 17, while making that song in 09, 2010. He made up that baby powder story on the spot. KD, I feel the same way. I feel the same way, KD. So listen what he said just last night. Hold on, press play.
There was another MC in there. His name was YG. Now, I just found out today or yesterday that YG was actually 27 years old at the time. He was older than me, but he looked 16 in the face. Now, look, we're going to play the record.
In the face is crazy. And then he still said, we're going to play the record. So y'all, when I was clipping this, right, when he said look 16 in the face, I heard this part right before I stopped the screen recording, and that's what made me add this last part.
Now, look, we're going to play the record, and you.
Why the fuck are you still keep saying we're going to play the record? Why do we want to hear something produced by a monster and what you called a potential victim of his? And then in other articles and other interviews, he talks about how the what he described as a boy, he talks about how he was in the way and he got in between him and Afrika Bambaataa's connection, that he was in the way. So you talked about what you thought could potentially be a victim, like he got in the way of you and the connection of the monster, and you still trying to play this song for people. What are you doing? Shout out Jamar King, man, becoming a Facts List member, man. Welcome to the Facts List. I appreciate you, Jamar. Like, do y'all see this shit? So, all right. So then I'm like, okay, man, let me really look into who Mickey Factz is, man. Okay, Mickey Factz. It's like, what's the origin story? And this is how he said he came up with the name Mickey.
The way Mickey was moving in that movie. So
hold on. I gotta rewind it, y'all. There we go.
The name Mickey Factz came from Natural Born Killers, actually, with Woody Harrelson. Mickey.
Okay, he said the name Mickey came from Mickey Knox, the character from Natural Born Killers, Woody Harrelson, right here. He said the facts came because that's what he want to rap about, facts or whatever. And he said he added the Z because the S just didn't look right. And he's a stylish person or whatever, so he just added the Z instead of the S on facts or whatever. What's up, beautiful? Bush, what's happening with you? So this is the character right here that he named himself after right here. Mickey Knox, which is Woody Harrelson, the actor, in the movie Natural Born Killers. Now, when we profile what this character represented in the movie, this is what came up. Mickey Knox, portrayed by Woody Harrelson in the 1994 film Natural Born Killers, is a charismatic, intelligent, and deeply unhinged serial killer who, alongside his wife Mallory, becomes a media sensationalized folk hero while on a bloody 52-person killing spree. He is a chaotic, philosophical predator who views his violence as enlightenment or an evolutionary step. We also saw a profile on Mickey Knox that says these are the key characteristics of Mickey Knox, meaning the character in the movie that Mickey Factz named himself after. So he's charismatic and he's manipulative. Mickey possesses a captivating presence that turns him into a tabloid TV darling, allowing him to dominate media interviews and control public perception. Intensely devoted to Mallory. You know, it was Mickey and Mallory in the movie. Despite being sadistic, his love for Mallory is central to his character. They are portrayed as codependent soulmates who believe they were born to kill, making their violence a perverted love story. The philosophical sociopath, Mickey is portrayed as a demon figure who often talks in riddles about fate, media, and true love. He sees himself as a superior being, telling a reporter, "I used to be you, then I evolved." Violent and sadistic. He is a merciless killer, often targeting innocent people, with his violence punctuated by extreme, chaotic scenes. He is implied to be a rapist and a child killer with a disdain for conventional societal morals. Vicious background. Mickey is a survivor of severe childhood abuse. which informs his antisocial, rebellious killer mentality. That is who he named himself, Mickey Factz, this person, after. So then I did some more digging. And he created another alter ego called Mickey Mouse. Now, the difference with this person, the mouse at the end of Mickey Mouse is spelled M-A-U, capital S, lowercase e. So I said, well, okay, what does fucking mouse mean? Mouse is the German word for mouse, animal or computer, also used as a common term of endearment, sweetie / honey. It is frequently used for children, partners, or as a nickname. In German slang, the plural, mausi, is used for money or dough. So now, even when I saw the money or dough, I'm like, damn, maybe it's money or dough. But for some reason, he capitalized the S. Like that's the end of the word and then added the E. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let's keep looking into this. Because what he said, I want to introduce y'all to Mickey Mouse one more time. We're doing a recap. This is Mickey Mouse right here. Hold on, I got y'all. I got to keep pausing it because of the music, y'all. My bad. But this is Mickey Factz gives his first interview as Mickey Mouse. As y'all can see, it's spelled M-A-U, capital S-E. Part 1. I'm going to keep pausing it because of the music. I'm trying to avoid, getting flagged. But I am using it under fair use. That's why I'm giving commentary over the videos, y'all. And that's why I have that in my description.
Sound Studios. Enjoying life. Making sure that people understand that life is what breeds life. Yeah. What's up?
So this is an alter ego that he created called Mickey Mouse. Trufo won that battle 230 with 2 songs.
That I always had to try on. My Converse had.
Okay, it says, who is Mickey Mouse? Now listen, I'm trying to be serious about this shit. But when y'all do shit like this, I can't even lie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Battle rap can never be fucking serious. Oh my God. Oh my God. And as I'm talking, I'm saying, Mouse, I'm sorry. This is a very serious topic, but I'm sorry. When I saw this, all I thought was pause, like mouse instead of pause. This nigga said pause. It's crazy. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get myself together, man. Let's rewind. Hold on, man. Let me hit the water, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't hold this shit, man. Y'all are some of the most unserious motherfuckers on the planet, man. But I love y'all, man. Salute to the factory, man. Oh, my God. Okay, Bills. That was a good one, Bills. All right, you got me, dog. You got me. You got me. You got me. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. All right. So who is Mickey Mouse? Let's let him answer that question. Shit.
My name is Mickey Mouse, and I reside in a time period where people respect me.
He said he resides in a time period where people respect him. So he created a character in a world where people respect him.
Where people understand what I'm trying to give out to the people. I'm trying to give people life, inspiration, something to kind of build them up during their day-to-day. That's what it is for me right now.
Never.
Coca-Cola logos, intern for Andy.
All right, hold on. Damn, hold on. They asked him, what do you do?
I paint.
This the part right here where I don't know what all this shit mean. I spray and all that other shit. I don't know what this mean. Real quick, though, we got King Briss say, I'm minutes behind. Just saw the April tweet. Damn, King Briss. Matter of fact, that shit was spooky, dog. Oh, shit. Definitely. No, I ain't. No, he definitely think he cool, Queen Bree. Definitely think he cool. So I forgot my bar. No, I ain't forget my bars. I tried to there you go, Verb. Verb, remember. Hold on. Just me funny as hell. All right, hold on. This is what he said. I asked him, what do you do? Hold on, let me rewind so y'all can see the question. I think I rewind.
I paint.
Hold on, no. I want to go back to y'all see the question. What do you do right there? What do you do as Mickey Mouse?
Turn for Andy. Used to get him Chuck and Bensonhurst from Sammy.
I paint. I draw. I sculpt. I spray. I show love. I teach.
Man, dog,
I
this shit
preach,
is crazy,
I reach.
dog.
I teach. For each and every motherfucker. Yeah. Mouse.
All right, Mouse. Okay. All right. So, beautiful say whole goofy. Bob Ross, Mark G says, Extendo Keith, what's happening? Hold on. Hey Keith, I saw you guess idiot before I even got to I2, man, on Pulverize the other stream too. I told you I go back and make sure I don't miss some of y'all contents and shit, dog. I paint, I spray, I scar. I don't know what the fuck that nigga was talking about, Mouse. Okay, so I looked into that and I said, okay, what was the inspiration of Mickey Mouse? You know what I'm saying? Mouse. Maybe I should say it like that, Mouse. Because I didn't understand it. And he also has a part 2 of that too, right there, that y'all can go check out, where he explains him going to Europe and all this other shit, man. But like I said, I didn't want to try to paint no narratives by using my opinion on certain things. I just want y'all to hear it. All right, so I'm like, okay, what the fuck is Mickey Mouse? So it said, yes, the rapper Mickey Factz has explicitly cited John Michael Basquiat and Keith Haring as inspirations, using their work to inform his artistic persona and visual aesthetic. Direct inspiration and research. In 2012, in a 2012 interview, Mickey Factz stated that he does not just drop Basquiat's name because it is a cool trend, but he has done his research, visited museums to see the art in person, and has consistently mentioned both Basquiat and Keith Haring for years. Mickey Mouse character, he created a character named Mickey Mouse, distinct from himself, for his music, specifically describing this character as a 1980s street graffiti artist who was mentored by or grew up around Basquiat, Keith Haring, and Andy Warhol. So listen, he created an alter ego where these people were his mentors. Basquiat, Keith Haring, and Andy Warhol. Think about this. He created a character where these were his mentors. Now, if y'all want to go check out this BET article so y'all can cross-reference that to see that it's an actual real article where he said that, where he said he researched who they are and what they represented. He said that. So the people who he wanted to mentor him, look at the bottom paragraph, who he wanted to mentor him, who he is these people. Basquiat is widely considered to have been bisexual or queer, with his sexuality often described as fluid and multichromatic by close friends and lovers. While never publicly identifying as bisexual himself, partners and acquaintances noted his attraction to people of various genders and types based on intelligence and emotional depth other than a specific gender. The other person, Keith Haring, was openly gay and a prominent LGBTQ activist. He used this art to address homosexuality, safe sex, and the AIDS crisis. Haring was a key figure in 1980s New York, and he died of AIDS-related complications in 1990 at age 31. Activism and art. Haring created iconic images for LGBTQ causes, including for ACT UP and National Coming Out Day. Third, yes, Andy Warhol is widely recognized as a gay man who often incorporated his queer identity and sexuality into his life and art. While sometimes considered asexual by the general public, during his lifetime, he lived as an openly gay man, producing homoerotic art, photographing drag queens, and having several male partners. These are the people who he created in the world as his mentors. By his own creation, by his own words, in his own interviews, this is what he did. These not my words. I'm not making it up. All right. Also, we go to hold on, where is it? Okay. So he got into it with a fan, right? I'm just going through the recap, y'all. Y'all gonna rewind it and look at the timestamps once it's over. Thanks to Corshell or whatever, y'all be able to catch up. I'm just recapping everything we went over. So if you look at the bottom paragraph, it said you was in the studio with a documented PDF and only got the courage to say something after another nigga said something, but I'm a clown. Go teach them white kids at your ABC rap career. Hold on, before I'll continue, I also wanted to say there's absolutely nothing wrong with somebody having their own preference. It's not the lifestyle I live. It's not the lifestyle I lead or condone. Not anything I'm interested in or interested in collaborating with. That's just me personally. But this is not a stream to go at people who got a certain preference. I don't give a fuck what they do. That's their business. But I'm going to tell y'all why this plays a part in with him. Why I feel like he may be projecting. This is what he says to the fan. Boy, are you retarded? He wasn't documented until Hassan says something. What is wrong with you? This is what I mean by people have no comprehension skills. How am I supposed to know what this man was doing if nobody knew? Spoke on it right after. The problem is Mickey Factz or Mickey Knox or Mickey Mouse or whatever you want to call yourself. The problem is you had a weird story about Afrika Bambaataa yourself that you told after he died. That either you made it up for clout or it's real and you didn't have the courage to say nothing, just like that kid said. The problem is after 2015, when Hassan Campbell publicly accused Bambaataa of sexually abusing him, also at the beginning, beginning at 12 years old, while most of the listening public was sympathetic and outraged when the story came out, as time went by, some people had criticism, basically, or whatever. Y'all check that out on Metropolis. And Hassan Campbell's public exposure of Afrika Bambaataa for sexual abuse gained major traction in April of 2016. And you, Mickey Factz, Mickey Knox, Mickey Mouse, decided this was the opportune time. If y'all look, the 12th of April, 2016, when it gained the most traction, as said here, you decided to share the song and promote the song once again at an opportune time. This was a year and months after he'd been exposed by Hassan Campbell. So now you don't have this excuse. You don't have this argument with this fan that you're calling retarded. You don't have that because this is what you did once it came out. You tried to capitalize off of it. And the reason why I brought up the Andy Warhol, Basquiat, Keith Haring, and the gay mentors that you created for yourself is because I feel like you may be projecting because these are your tweets. You trying to call Aye Verb gay for arguing with a tranny before, but this is the stuff that you're projecting. There are multiple jobs in the industry that I have turned down because it didn't align with my brand. A person has to be honest on what they will and will not compromise on. Acting is the same way. If you don't want to do a gay scene, but enough money is offered and you do it, then just like you, when you walked into the studio and it smelled like baby powder and you say you saw a 16-year-old boy and then the lady called you like, oh my God, he did it again. I told him stop bringing young boys in the studio, but you still did the song and you still promoting, you talking about like that? Well, yeah, I'm shrugging my shoulders too. You also tweeted this truthfully and you quoted your own lyrics. Fight for the right to be in the ring like gay marriage. Facts raps. Maybe you're projecting. You know what I'm saying? You also tweeted this. You said, I wake up from my nap to see Blogzilla being a sexual predator. Not only am I disgusted, but I'm shocked because I thought he was gay. Now, this is the part that's crazy. He said, I thought he was gay. But then he says, I had very brief interactions with him, went to his premieres. That's it. Whoa. You always want to attach yourself to these situations for clout, no matter what it's saying. But then Angela McKenzie says, yeah, you've been the subject of many lipstick alley threads. You might want to go back into that hole you've been hiding in, babes. STDs, allegations, and all. And he said, laughing my ass off. I guess he felt that was funny or whatever. It wouldn't be funny to me, but I guess, you trying to brush it off. And like I said, I did my research. He was definitely in those articles. There was no facts. I couldn't find anything where it corroborated anything or whatever. And then also after that, you do this. Somebody tells you, Gumar, this guy, this man says at Mickey Factz, laughing out loud, you a hating ass nigga for real, bruh. Shaking my head. Lux had some shit in this third round, but you're gonna tweet giving the false notion that he spent his entire third talking about Verb's interview on PSA, meaning Three Letterman. Says envy rots the bones, dude. And you put I don't care and put 3 kissing emojis to this man. I don't know if those emojis was inspired by Basquiat, Keith Haring, or Andy Warhol, or a combination of both, or if you was Mickey Mouse typing that, or if you was Mickey Factz. But either way, that seems like you potentially could be projecting. You also did this. And you criticized a little kid who said that they used ChatGPT to write rhymes because he was trying to feed his family and figure out how to get his family out of the situation that they were in. And somebody retweeted it and says, hey, Mickey, I get it. You love hip hop. That's cool. This rapper is using whatever means he can to think of to get his family safe. Shut the F up crying about how he does it. Your response says, with a laughing emoji, this like saying a nigga can be gay for pay as long as his family's safe. Why do you keep bringing up homosexuality in private and in public? You're projecting, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I didn't put that out there as facts. Pun intended, actually, because I thought about it right before I said that. But I'm not sure what you want, man. I'm really not. I'm really not, dog. I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any more super chats. Mouse in the house is crazy. Shout out to Rico. Yeah, that's the only one that I missed. We have Jermaine Anderson said this is the true definition of royals over morals. Facts. Facts. All right. So that's the recap. There it is, y'all. This is what did I call this? Facts check. That's what I called it. Facts check. I would appreciate it if you change your motherfucking names. Just be Mickey. You be saying it's Mickey. Just call yourself Mickey from this point on. You know what I mean? Just call yourself Mickey. All right. One more see you said shout out ADEP. ADEP in here. Where you at, ADEP? Comment again if you in here, man. I ain't see you. Say he looks sick. A little kid, sickening. Say real niggas never get accused of. Y'all know the rest. Filth, pure filth. Say all them finna come out. Mickey called Mike P a stud muffin too. Facts. What? The fuck? So I'm glad he cool with Lupe. Well, listen, I got True Foe 3-0 with 2 songs to 3 at this point. But isn't Mickey a ghostwriter? But down in a kid that uses ChatGPT, that is an excellent fucking point, man. Hold on. That is an excellent fucking point. Just me. Just me is one of my day ones. You know what I'm saying? That is a excellent point. You said excellent job. Yeah, we about to end this in a minute, Verb. I know you're probably going to spaces. I do want to point out. No, first of all, let me talk about this point real quick. This is a great point. He's a ghostwriter, but down in a kid that uses ChatGPT, who's trying to feed his family and get his family out of the situation that they were in. I feel like you projected, Mickey. I feel like you want all the attention that you can get. You told a story about Remy Ma, and I think, and still, I feel like he's insinuating with the story. I got that clip too. I just didn't feel like it was so relevant to what the point that I was gonna make today. But you steady sending people to go to a clip of a guy saying that you wrote for Remy, as if you're still corroborating the story and saying that, no, I was telling the truth, that I didn't lie on Remy, but I just made amends with Papoose and Remy. So you still holding on to that story. So I think y'all should ask him specifically, is the story that you told about you writing for Remy true? Not is the whole ordeal over with now, just is it true? You know what I'm saying? So that plague shit is over with. That's over. What's up, Shell Bell? I'm sorry. Yeah, it was very disturbing today. This story, when I'm literally going down a rabbit hole, and this is what's so crazy, y'all. Y'all can go on your own journey down this rabbit hole if y'all want to. There's more stuff that I saw, but again, I didn't want to put anything up here that I had to make conjecture about or guess about. I wanted things that he confirmed. He confirmed that identity, the Mickey Mouse. He confirmed what that identity was, what it represented, what it was inspired by, who was it inspired by. I played clips of his words, showed his tweets. So I just kept it like that. You know what I'm saying? So what's up? That's the talk. I'm saying as a teacher, for sure, as a teacher. And this is a teacher who wanted his teachers to be Basquiat, Andy Warhol, and Keith Haring, and then also who named himself after this psychopath from Natural Born Killers, who, if you look down at the bottom of the screen where it says violent and sadistic, he is a merciless killer, often targeting innocent people with his violence punctuated by extreme, chaotic scenes. He is implied to be a rapist and a child killer with a disdain for conventional societal morals. This is crazy. This is absolute crazy. This is madness to me. So I don't know how y'all looking at it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fun at all. It wasn't fun at all. That's the talk. It was sick. It was sick. It was sick. Verb said he is going in spaces as soon as I'm done. I'm about done, y'all. I just want to see y'all, rest of y'all comments. Appreciate y'all. Y'all can close out the chat, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it, y'all. It's pretty much it. I did my investigation into the situation, everything within battle rap, everything that's going on. I'm looking into. I'm gonna do my due diligence. I will never lie on none of these people. Matter of fact, let me look at the chat poll. Out of almost close to 350 votes, 72% says, no, I've never got caught lying on anyone in battle rap. I'm assuming the 28% either was a mistake or just one of them bitch ass niggas in battle rap who wanted to click the button and not have it be 100%. You know what I'm saying? Tanisha says, wow, let me like the stream before I start. Salute. Hey, Tanisha, it's a crazy one. It's a crazy one, Tanisha. Shout out Tanisha, man. Say this is disturbing. Mixed thing like the Epstein files gotta go. Battle rap Epstein before GTA 6 is crazy, man. Let's see. Look, okay, so now it's okay. You know what? I want to put this on the screen. So you pick and choose is always one of verb or easy ops. You must be new here. You must be new here. You must be new here. But there you go. There go your screen time that you wanted, whoever you really are. You know what I'm saying? There go your screen time. Hold on, y'all. I got to do this to get this, to make this go back up. Hold on. I got y'all. Because it's making it to where I can't. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. If y'all see some bots, make sure y'all delete the bots. The bots might be coming, y'all. This is crazy. The bots might be on the way, y'all. The bots might be on the way. Hold on. Let me get this together. Hold on. Yep, I can't even scroll up there with that or whatever happened last time. Y'all see the bots? Make sure y'all are careful though, and don't delete the wrong people or whatever. I can't even put my what's the name up there no more. That's crazy. Hold on. This is crazy. Hold on, let me go there. Go back here. Boom. Oh no, this is crazy, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold the fuck up. What the fuck is they doing on my stream? Hold on, let me do this. Okay, y'all. Yeah, we about to get up out of here, y'all. I don't know what the hell going on. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So listen, we about to get up out of here, y'all. We about to get up out of here. Said not a bot. Ficky did it. Okay. So listen, that's it, y'all. Close out the chat. Hit the like button or whatever, man. I appreciate y'all, man, tuning in. Aye Verb say that's crazy to say. Well, listen, this is the thing. They're gonna pick and choose. All my history is already documented. You know what I'm saying? I do have picks in 2026, though. Let me be clear. I do have picks. Aye Verb don't need me to fight his battles. Easy don't need me to fight his battles. It just happened to be if it's somebody that's getting cooked and it's one of their ops, y'all want to make it about that because y'all are obsessed with these niggas. That's what it is. Y'all are obsessed with these niggas. Y'all are fixated on these niggas, and I'm starting to see why as I'm doing more and more research. Jermaine Anderson says, yeah, facts. Once you use the Bull Bambaataa name, it hits all kinds of different platforms. Facts, Jermaine. This funny because when Foe was about to diss Mickey, his Twitter got deleted. Wow. Okay, yeah. So let me get up out of here. Hold on. Let me see. Say the Nerd Patrol. Hold on, real quick. Oh yeah, you can. Jess, you can. Just me. Thank you. I'm in the Matrix now. Hold on. Don't tell me I'm freezing, y'all. I ain't freezing now. My Bambooty is crazy. All right, y'all. I'm out of there, y'all. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I ain't playing no music. I'm just gonna end the stream, man, and make sure ain't shit wrong with the stream. Shout out to y'all, man. I'll holler at y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We got OSBL episode 1 to talk about. We got this Midwest card coming up April 25th in Michigan at Highland Park. Right here with Ill Will versus Truffaut main event. Michigan versus Chicago. Gonna be a dope fire ass card. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit, y'all. I got y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Be smooth, be safe. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. I might go members only tonight too. Put y'all notification bells on.